Worcestershire, an ideal place to start, one of the nicest areas in the country for county cricket. And of course the side promoted last season, taking on the champions Yorkshire, Dizzy and the lads warming up, getting ready for the start of another campaign. Well, the toss was made and Daryl Mitchell and Alex Lees went out to the middle. It was Mitchell who called correctly, and after the traditional handshake, it was Yorkshire coming out, of course, into the field with Worcestershire batting first. The Yorkshire lads coming down the steps and Pajara, the new signing, of course the traditional handshakes, and now of course the team huddle as they get ready to defend the championship they won in style in 2014. The two umpires, Jamie Lloyds and Jeff Evans, and of course the opening batsman for Worcester. So Worcester, as we said, had won the toss and decided to bat first. There was immediate reward as Jack Brooks had Richard Oliver caught behind for naught by Andrew Hodd in the second over, and Worcestershire 2 for 1, not a good start. There was further discomfort for England's Moeen Ali, who got off the mark with a thick edge through the slips from a good side-bottom delivery, the ball going to the boundary. Soon afterwards, Ali produced a better shot to take 2 runs off side-bottom through mid-wicket. Brooks continued to impress, and he accounted for Mitchell, who was a dangerous adversary, caught well by Jack leading slips for 4, and Worcestershire at this stage in trouble at 11 for 2. Newman Tom Fell eased the pressure with a couple of boundaries to take Worcestershire to 19 for 2 after 12 overs. Moeen Ali drove side-bottom straight for 2 as Worcestershire tried to ease the pressure, and he followed that shot up with an offside boundary from the same bowler. The introduction of Steve Patterson saw Ali produce a lovely cover drive for a boundary, but then he was given a life as his drive off Patterson was dropped by Rhodes at short extra cover. Ali and Fell began to find a few gaps in the field at this stage. Fell pulled Bresnan for 4 through mid-wicket. He achieved back-to-back boundaries to bring up the 50. Ali then survived a caught behind appeal off Patterson, umpire Jeff Evans saying not out. Rich Powler was introduced into the attack and Fell produced 2 boundaries off Powler's first over. So an interesting morning. Both teams can take something from it. Worcestershire at lunch, 77 for 2. Fell on 40. Ali 31. 30 overs have been bowled. Ryan Sidebottom opened up with the bowling of the second session and Moeen Ali produced back-to-back boundaries, a couple of beautiful shots. Runs started to come quickly for both Fell and Ali in this early part of the afternoon. Fell went to his 50 with a 4 down to third man, and Ali followed soon afterwards with a fine 4 through the covers. Fell then brought up the 100 partnership for the pair with a single down to fine leg. At this stage, Yorkshire needed a wicket. Bresnan came on but found Fell in splendid afternoon form, finding the boundary regularity. But Bresnan was not to be denied. He got the key wicket of Moeen Ali, who was caught behind by Hodd for 62, with the score 129. That was the 3rd wicket down. Bresnan also troubled Fell, and a slight nick behind saw Hodd get a glove to it without being able to hold on. Fell responded with an elegant boundary through mid-wicket off Tim Bresnan. Newman Alex Gidman was soon in and out. He was trapped LBW by Bresnan from a delivery which kept low. Gidman gone for 7. Carver came into the attack and Fell welcomed him with a 4 over mid-wicket. And Fell continued to play well, but Kohler Cadmore misjudged a Brooks delivery. He never got going, was bowled for just 3 runs. Cox was next in and swept Carver for a 4. And then we saw Rhodes and Leaning in partnership, Yorkshire using 8 bowlers in the 2 sessions. Cox edged Rhodes through the slips just before tea, and at the interval, I think it's still even Stevens. 190 for 5, 64 overs, Fell 98 and Cox on 10. Straight after tea, Tom Fell cracked a ball through square leg to bring up a deserved century. But soon afterwards, joy for Yorkshire as Cox was brilliantly caught by Bresnan and the slips. Ryan Sidebottom's first wicket in the innings for 9. Fell continued to command the bowling with a series of attractive shots, but his innings ended with a fine catch by Hodd down the leg side of Bresnan, gone for 114, and Worcestershire at this stage 216 for 7. Jack Shantry timed a cover drive to perfection to take a boundary off Bresnan. And Gareth Andrew chopped to Steve Patton's delivery to third man for 3 more runs. He also set about young spinner Carl Carver with 2 straight hits for boundaries. And Shantry struck Carver for the first 6 of the innings. But Yorkshire continued to battle, and Patterson grabbed it. Shantry out LBW for 15. Worcestershire 255 for 8 at this stage. Yorkshire then took the new ball, but Gareth Andrew was still proving a nuisance as he struck side bottom to the ropes. With 14 overs to go, the players were taken off for bad light, and that proved to be it. Worcestershire 264 for 8. Saniaika is 0 and Andrew 42 not out, and that's after 82 overs. So to Jason Gillespie, Yorkshire's first team coach, to give us an assessment of the day's play.
Yeah, first day of our 2015 County Championship campaign. Overall, very happy. I thought we stuck to our task very well, made sure we got our lines and our lengths consistently on a pretty slow pitch, and it was a slowish outfield, so it was a battle for the Worcester batsmen, and it was also a tough day for our bowlers. So I thought the boys stuck to the task. We just had a couple of periods where we probably didn't quite get it right with our lines and lengths. Probably just 20 minutes maybe before lunch, and probably another 10-15 minutes after lunch. I think it took us a little bit of time to get back into our work. But overall, very happy. A couple of chances went down, but that happens. The lads work hard in their preparation. So I've got no dramas there. Ideally, we'd like those chances to be taken. But overall, very happy with the day's play.